Hi guys, good evening. This is Dr. Jenny Yusuf, physical therapist and doctor of physical therapy, creator and founder of Balance and Fall Support Group in Aging Adults, and also Physiogen PT and Wellness. I'm a balance expert as well, and then also certified expert in aging adults. For tonight, every Thursday, we highlight innovators, therapists, clinicians, and academicians. And then we are all over like global. We interviewed from Australia. We have even one time from Canada. Another now we have an opportunity, another Canadian, which is an amazing kinesiologist. We have lots of clinicians like audiologist at one point, and then lots of physical therapists. But it's our first time to feature a kinesiologist based in Ontario, Canada. So none other than Melissa Gunstone, guys. All right. So Melissa is a kinesiologist for almost 4 years, and she's the founder of this amazing fall prevention tools. Imagine she has at her young age, she has a business in Ontario and also helping lots of older aging adults. And she had innovated these sturdy fall prevention kits. All right, without further ado, I would love to introduce you guys, Melissa Gunstone. Melissa, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you. I know you're very busy, but how's Canada? What's the weather there?
It's so hot out, and I must correct you. I mentioned earlier I'm from Ontario, but I'm based in Vancouver right now,
Yes.
and the weather is so hot out today, so I'm really lucky.
Yes, that's what I remember when we chat. You're in Vancouver, and then
Yeah.
so maybe you're based in Ontario. So welcome, welcome. So I'm based in Delaware, Melissa, so in US as well. But thank you for this opportunity. So we have a small crowd of listeners in Balance and Falls. So when I saw your video, it's really I said, oh, this is nice. What do you call these tools? It's really fun. But how did you come up with those ideas? And first of all, at your young age, and where is the passion coming from?
Oh, well, I appreciate that. um, Gosh, do I start from the beginning? I guess I finished
Mm-hmm.
my kinesiology degree in 2021. And shortly after, I was working in a physio clinic doing one on one assisting the physiotherapist.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized then and there that I loved working with seniors. I just found they were very easygoing clients for the most part, and they enjoy just talking, and I was a listening ear. So I knew that there was a nice connection with that. And then I moved out west, and the opportunity kind of came up. I had more time on my hands, and I knew that I would be able to work well with seniors. So I just started Home Stretch Active Living, which is an in home personal training business.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've been running that for the past almost 3 years now, uh, doing the in home services, mainly training seniors on fall prevention and how to strengthen their muscles to prevent falls or weakening and frailty. And it was then that I realized that there's a bit more happening in the body when it comes to fall prevention. And we lose muscle mass as we age, but it's not just that. We have a detraining effect in our coordination and our reaction times, which allows us to slow down in our movements. So, if anyone here is watching, if you've ever seen somebody fall, specifically a senior fall, they will accelerate as they're going forward. And that is mainly due, I looked this up. I was so curious. Why are seniors falling so much? And this has become a big issue. And so I learned that it was really a problem of our reflexes and catching ourselves. So I was tossing around some ideas. I got in front of a lot of groups of seniors. At this point, I was doing workshops on fall prevention and teaching group exercise classes in retirement homes, really just to get more clients for myself. And one day I brought some balls in. They were little soft moon balls that I had picked up at the store, and I wanted to start bouncing them around. And I quickly realized that they had a lot of fun with these silly little balls. So
Mhm.
I went home and realized that if I designed a ball that had uneven edges and bounces in unexpected directions, that would be a really fun way to train your agility and coordination. And that's when the sturdy ball was invented.
Yeah, it's cute.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of the story behind the sturdy ball. And as as I would bring it out to, I designed it first, and then I brought it out to test it out and see what they thought. Um, Seniors loved it. It was fun, it's
Mhm.
colorful, and it's different from the average exercises that we are giving our clients.
Yeah. That's why I said, what's the difference with this ball? You already emphasized that it has different edges. Yeah. So show us. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually my older model. It started off as a small ball. Now they're quite larger. They fit in the palm of a hand. This one's smaller. Um, and they have these grooves and indentations similar to a moon ball, except for I made mine so that it's a bit heavier, and it's um, that makes the bounce come up a lot higher so that you're not reaching down to the ground to catch it.
Nice.
Um,
Nice. Mhm.
so I added some weight, made it larger, and recorded myself doing some drills to play with the ball that train your agility and coordination, and make you move a little bit faster than normal. And put it all into one and started selling those. And the main difference between a bouncy ball and the sturdy ball is the unexpected directions and the fact that it comes with now several videos of me
Mhm.
guiding you through a training routine that trains your balance, your hand-eye coordination, agility, and also focus and concentration.
Nice. Yeah. So that's really good because the reflex, you emphasize the coordination, and then I like it when you say it's fun. You fill out also one of the questions for our highlights. You say that you don't want them to feel that they're exercising. It's just like a normal socialization and making it fun, which is really important right nowadays. Oh, my exercise lady is here. Like they know it's somebody's coming to exercise them. But what if
Yeah,
they just know that I'm just having fun? It's not like it's a must, just it's like oh, I like what I'm doing, that makes a
exactly.
big difference. That's cool. Yeah. So
Yeah,
sturdy.
it was the ball that kind of started it all, but now I have a whole product line of
Mhm.
tools and games that are for seniors. They're engaging, and they're now in over 5,000 homes across the US,
Wow.
being used on the daily, and I'm so excited about that.
Love that. Congratulations. And then
Thank
I always emphasize, I said, what? How old are you again? That's
you.
really cool, right? At young age, you're able to innovate. But what I like the most is like you are so young that you focus it. How about the senior? Why I like the seniors? Do you have any like grandma or family member that really instrumental for you? That why
Yeah,
you also?
inspired.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Particularly what started my business was that I was working with a client back in Ontario when I was a physio assistant who had been discharged from his hospital care.
Mhm.
And I remember really well when he was discharged from getting the government covered sessions. his wife was upset because he wasn't done his physio. He still needed training and he still needed exercise motivation. And so I remember going up to her after my shift and saying, "Hey, I know you live," he happened to live beside my sister. And I said, I'll be his personal trainer. I know what he needs. I like training with him. I can come to the home and just do training one on one.
Mhm.
And I started doing that with him, and it was really just the feeling that I had seeing him enjoy his sessions with me, enjoy exercise, and he recovered really well because he was able to train in his own home.
Yes.
That really fueled me to start home stretch. And I am also really grateful for my grandparents who have been the guinea pigs, I could call them, in helping me come up with
Mhm.
different types of tools. And it's so funny. I have socks now with grip on them, and
Oh, cool.
I've gotten my grandparents to test them out, and I was like, which socks are comfier and which ones allow your feet to breathe more if they're
Mhm.
swollen up. And so I really have been using my family and my grandparents to help me design tools that are really specific for the physiology of
Yes, that's what
seniors.
I like too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I wanted to show, kind of zoom in a bit. This is a game that I came up with, Strikey Ball.
Hmm.
And I designed like the handle to be a nice thick grip for arthritic hands,
Yes.
um, because oftentimes it's a bit trickier for us to grab on and hold on to something firmly. So yeah, I'm really grateful for all the inspiration I've had.
Yeah, that's why when I saw it, I'm just glancing the Facebook, and then when I saw your tools, I said, "Oh, this is really good to share." And then knowing that you replied and when I asked you just to want to chat with you, and then because I do highlights and interview people,
Yeah.
how about it's exactly more on fall prevention and balance. So thank you so much for this opportunity, Melissa. So, what are your tips for our listeners, for the clients itself? So, if they are the patients, the clients, what are your tips to improve their balance or fall prevention tips that you always share to your clients?
That's a great question, and I could talk all day about this, but I won't take up
Good.
too much time. Um, I would say there's probably three key things. The first one I would start with is get yourself in challenging environments. So switch up your daily routine. If you're used to doing the same thing every day, the brain gets used to it, and it's really important to challenge ourselves. So step out of your comfort zone a little bit, walk on the uneven paths. Um, Number two, take your shoes off. I teach a lot about barefoot training and the importance of what kind of shoes we're wearing in fall prevention to help us balance better.
Mhm.
And all our lives, we're told, we need thick padded shoes. Um, but there's been research to show that that does actually weaken the muscles under the foot, which impacts our balance system. So
Mhm.
I encourage all of my clients and to whoever's listening to take your shoes off when you have the chance and do your exercises barefoot. Try it out. Walk barefoot in the grass. It's nice and grounding for the body as well. And lastly, really just choose something that you enjoy doing, whether it's gardening or playing with your grandchildren or going outside for walks. We want exercise to be fun, and in order to do more exercise, you'll want to enjoy it. So pick a hobby and a movement task that is enjoyable and have fun with it. Try new things.
That's great tips. That's really good. And then with the innovations that you have, that different tools, it's really making it fun. And at the same time, I like when you say grounding. Imagine like the proprioception that they will have. And then we have this kind of therapy. We call it samatherapy. I remember it in college where you walk on the sand, and then that's good for your arthritis too, with a different temperature. Of course, it should be like tolerable heat. And then those are really good. Different texture, like the grass, as what you've said. So I'm
Totally.
sure they listen on that. Other than those tips, because that's a lots. So we have different resources. You can check it out, like what you need to do in your home, like lights, proper footwear, as what Melissa is talking about. There are many stuff. So Melissa, how can we connect with you? So especially you're doing this regularly, you're doing videos and tips and some educations as well. So
Yeah,
how can we connect?
thank you. I do make myself very available to answer any messages that come through from my website. So it's just plain and simple, sturdy.com. Sturdy is spelled STURDEY.com. And there you'll see all my products and a bit more about my story. And there's a chat box that pops up, and that's actually me. It comes right to my phone, and it allows me to have great conversations with seniors who have any questions. Besides that, though, you can always send me an email. I'm really responsive, and that's just melissa@sturdy.com. Besides that, I do want to say that I share a weekly fall prevention exercise newsletter that I know my subscribers really use and enjoy. So if you're interested about that, you can also find that on my website.
That's amazing. Yeah, lots of great resources. This will be very helpful. And then that's great to know. The more people for awareness, and now they're aware of it, that fall can be prevented. It's not normal part of aging. And then
Yeah,
now we need to really do something about it. And then we keep saying prevent. Sometimes it's preventable. At some point, we want also to be able to avoid it at some point. Now we are more on the case on how you come up and be much better to be aware on not to have a fall in the future, by being
yeah,
sturdy. That's what you said. I like the name
exactly.
sturdy. All right.
Yeah, I thought that went through. I also wanted to share that it's so important to do exactly as Dr. Jenny is doing today. Stay connected and have a network that you feel a part of, and you're connected with others and can hear and share stories, because having a network and a group that you feel a part of is tremendous, makes such a big difference.
Thank you. Thank you. So, guys, if you have any questions, connect with Melissa. I really applaud her at her young age. She already think of how can I help? And then she's able to invent tools, which is really good. She's out there educating and then touching lives for our aging and older adults. So, thank you, Melissa. Any last tip for us and then our closing?
Thank you so much. Keep moving and stay sturdy.
I like that. Thank you, guys. So it's Melissa and me for our Thanks God It's Thursday. If you have any questions, connect with us. And we are available in Facebook, and she's also available in LinkedIn. I will post her email or her sturdy.com. That way you can connect. In the Balance and Fall support group as well, I tag her sturdy fall prevention tools. All right. Connect and check it out, okay? Thank you, guys. Thank you,
No,
Melissa.
bye.
All right, appreciate you. All right. Bye, guys. It's another Thanks God It's Thursday. It's me, Dr. Jenny Yusuf, physical therapist, doctor of physical therapist, previous vice chair of global health and aging. And thank you for connecting with us. All right, we take care and God bless. Thank you, guys.